On December 15th, this year, 2024, on Sunday, we decided to visit Great Adventure after getting tickets from online. So I wanted to share my personal experience in visiting the park. But before I do so, please make sure that you actually go on the YouTube site and just by putting Six Flags Great Adventure New Jersey Holiday in the Park 2024, you'll be able to pull up many other YouTubers that share their experience this year. So, for example, the first one here that comes up, one day, I guess by now it's probably a couple of days. But if you click on that, if you click on that, and I, urge you to visit. Please don't stop vlogging. Actually, watched the video previously, and he does a pretty good job walking through the park and showing you guys his experience. It seems that the video is filmed during different times of the day. I don't know if there are different days where the gentleman has gone back and forth with his family, because if you are a season ticket holder, you can go into the park unlimited times as opposed to getting the 1 day pass. But like I said, it seems that the video is during the day, afternoon, night. So, your guess is as good as mine. But he does a very good job of showing you what to expect in Holiday by the Park visit at Great Adventure Six Flags here in New Jersey. So, once again, and I'm going to fast forward this. I don't know what this is. Might be an advertising, but as you guys can see, this is during the day, showing you the different um, activities. I guess there's the Disney characters. He's working through the park. More characters. Um, this seems to be during the day, not afternoon. Who knows? Shows you more detail about Great Adventure. Overall does a very good job in providing information on what's going on. And again, if there's other ones like this was done 2 weeks ago, so that would put us probably in the Thanksgiving opening night. So Six Flags Great Adventure Holiday by the Park officially opens up Thanksgiving weekend. So this is during the night. Here it is, November 23rd, right? And again, you can browse through the videos and see the different activities. Both these channels do a very good job. The coaster spot, maybe you can visit this channel. It does a very good job of showing you what's in it, guiding you through the park. Now, keep in mind that the park only half of the part or a portion of the part is open. Um, Not the entire park. So this is just their store, the gift store. This is the Christmas tree in the middle. Walking through the park. Okay, so you guys get the idea, right? So I urge you guys to go here and look at the different videos before you visit the park and before you actually continue listening to my review, because my review is going to be a little bit different than these videos. These videos seem to be a lot more favorable towards the park than my review is going to be, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a very short time. So, as I said, we visited the park. Now, this year we bought the 1 day, 1 day passes. Although I live in Jackson and I've been a season holder for many years. But about 4 or 5 years ago, right about when my daughter went to college, we did not become season ticket holders because, again, we don't go to the park like we used to anymore. So therefore, we just didn't see the need to become season pass holders. So this year, after like I said, 4 or 5 years, I haven't been to the park. We decided to just get the 1 day season pass tickets. And if you guys, go to Six Flags, okay. Um, let's see here. Here's New Jersey. Okay, if you guys go here, you can purchase your tickets. If you click buy now, and I want to show you, there's a reason why I'm showing you this, by the way. So the daily ticket is $35. Okay, so $35 plus tax. So for a family of four, I believe ours was about, you know what? Here, I'll do it right now. So you can choose your dates, for example, and you guys can see right now we are the 21st, 22nd, 23rd is upcoming weekend. Tuesday, Wednesday, they're off. Thursday, Friday, 27, 28 are up, all the way up to, New Year's. So I'm just going to click to go on a Saturday. Okay. So click on Saturday. Then I'm going to choose how many tickets I want. My family's four. At the cart. I don't want any upgrades. So I just want the season ticket pass. So I don't want any meals. And I don't want any videos. There's a lot of extras you could buy. You can buy speed parking, all that good stuff. So you basically are clicking through this, and the total for four members for a family of four is $159.93 with your taxes. Okay, so $160 to get tickets for a family of four, but I said $35 per person plus tax. All right, that's what's going to cost you for 1 day pass. 1 day pass means exactly that. You can go there one time and that's it. If you have a season, if you're a season holder, then you can go unlimited times. And there's a reason why I'm choosing this. This video is more for the people that are doing the 1 day pass. Okay. So again, as I said previously, we got the 1 day passes because I have not renewed my season ticket holder privileges for 5 years now. So also let me clarify that last time I was in the park was about 4 or 5 years ago. I understand there's a lot of changes in the park, new rides coming up. Some of the old rides are being brought down. You guys can visit on YouTube and get videos on that for more details, and there's plenty of stuff on here. But my critique and my review is based on how I remember Six Flags 5 years ago. Maybe I don't quite recall when it was the first time that they opened up Holiday in the Park. 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't recall. But the first year that they opened up Holiday in the Park, we were there because we were season ticket holders, and it was really, really good. So this year, as I said, we went. And like I said, please look at these videos to make sure that you familiarize yourself with the park. And then I'm going to show you my experience. Now, the video that I shot was not the greatest. I'll be honest with you, so bear with me. So this is just basically going into the park. After you get your tickets online, you print them out. As you enter the park, you will stop at the gate. You will show them your tickets, and then you have to pay a parking fee. The parking fee is $35. It used to be in the old days like $15. Nowadays it's $35. So on top of your daily tickets, you got to pay your parking fee. So once you park, you kind of walk towards the park again. I do apologize for the shaky video. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you, but it's not the greatest. But bear with me. So you walking towards the park after you park. All right, it's fairly decently decorated with the Christmas trees up. The gate here, if you recall, if you have been to Great Adventure in New Jersey before, it seems that it's moved out towards the parking lot more. It used to be further in. Now it seems to be moved out a little bit more towards the parking. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Again, I do apologize for the shaky video, but once you pay your parking fee and you park, you walk towards the park. You enter the park just by showing your passes. Once you're inside the park, I'm just going to fast forwarding here. You'll see, there's a big front display with the characters and the trees, the the little village here with more decorations of the trees, and it looks really really nice, right? And as you go in here, um, to your left, this is Candy Cane Alley or what have you road. Again, we went on Sunday night thinking that it's a good night. It's not going to be that crowded, as opposed to going Friday or Saturday where everybody is probably going to be there. So figure Sunday night, 5 o'clock. Perfect opportunity for people like us. I literally live 15 minutes away. As you guys saw, one of the characters there, Sylvester, waiting for you to take pictures, right? But there's not a lot of other things going on. So if you compare my video to the other videos on YouTube where they're showing all the characters and all the activities and the concerts, there wasn't much of that. We did manage to see, one little or two shows actually. One, it was a balancing act, two people balancing on bottles, and then we did see another show where they were singing. I'll show you. So again, this is the what you're looking at. I felt like from the last time I was there 5 years ago, there was not a lot of the decorating was not what it used to be. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But I remember there was just a lot more lights, a lot more things going on in the park, a lot more activities. So I'm going to pause the video, by the way, and exit. Oh, what did I do here? I'll bring it back up. So if you guys, go to you Google Six Flags Great Adventures, things to do, you can go and there's a page where it tells you the activities that they have going on. So there's a holiday wish list, the show times, right? Candy Lane Crew. This is the group actually that was doing the balancing act when we got there. Show times 2:45, 4, but it gives you the times, but it doesn't tell you, what days it's done. So one would assume that as long as the park is open, these times hold, right? So there's more, like, deck and holds dance party, show times, 4:30. I didn't see this. Sunday, I'm sorry, I was there at 5 o'clock. I didn't see this. Okay. Um, Deck the whole dance party. Didn't see it. What else? Celebration of the season. I mean, that's basically the tree. It has some kind of electronic stuff, and it projects different themes, and they talk, and the tree changes colors, and that's whatever. It is what it is, right? Meet and greet Jack Frost. Meet and greet the Looney Tune characters. So there's this. It seems that there's a lot more stuff planned here than we were able to see when we went there. So now let me go back here and pick up from where I was. Let me fast forward this. I think I was around here someplace, right? Yep. So yeah, Sylvester was here. There's to your left. This is the Candy Cane Alley, I guess. They got the trees decorated. As we're walking towards here, this is the act where the balancing people were right here. Um, the Ferris wheels, lit up, but it always is. Then you got some trees here. The point I'm trying to make is that it seems that this year there were just not a lot of things going on. The amount of lights, the decorations, the trees lit up were not what I remember 4, 5, 6 years ago when I used to go. Also, there were hardly any kiosks doing, little things. Like, for example, one of my favorites I was looking forward to going this year was a kiosk that does Belgian waffles. So you get a Belgian waffle with ice cream and chocolate on top and all kinds of sauces. It was really, really cool. And it was just a kiosk on the side of the one of these roads here. Others would have different, holiday treats, cinnamon stuff, buns, all kinds of stuff. None of that was there. In fact, we got, a churro from one of the, you know, uh, food areas. It cost us like $8 for like 6 pieces of churro. I don't know. Very modest, not the greatest, very chewy, horrible quality. $8 in a water, I think, cost us like $15 for a churro and water. Again, now, Great Adventures, don't get me wrong. The food, there's discounts for that if you want to get the meals and this. But overall, the pricing has gone up. We got some hot chocolates. Again, $8 for a hot chocolate. Okay. So food at Great Adventure has always been expensive. By the way, here's a station where you can get s'mores. There's a hut there. You pay, you get the s'mores, and you come here and you cook them over the fire. So over the fire, you can sit there and cook your own s'mores. Okay. In the older days, they used to have stations where they had these um, areas where they lit up fires and you could keep warm. It was really, really a festive holiday thing. This is called Mountains on the left hand side. If you haven't been there, it's an indoor roller coaster in the dark, and it's decorated in red. They got some trees here that are red. Again, as you can see, there's not a lot of people. And that's the reason why we chose to go there, because Sunday, 5 o'clock, didn't want to deal with the crowds. But just because it's not crowded, we still expect it to have all the activities. But it seems some of the activities that I just showed you on on the website, they were not available. Like we saw a concert area for with drums set up and this and that. We looked at the time; there was nothing going on. So it seems that maybe not all activities are every day. Although on the website it doesn't specify if those activities are done certain days, like for example Friday, Saturday. Okay, it just has the show times, so one would assume that it's every time that you get there. So here's the small concert that we saw. By the way, the three ladies performing. Quality was very poor, in my opinion. Out of the three ladies singing, one was pretty good. The other two, I don't know. I don't think it's Great Adventure standard. Let's put it this way. A little more area with decorated Christmas trees. Um, I'm sorry, Nitro and Batman rides were open. Again, if you go to the park, it's always been only half of the park to the right of Great Adventure on the side where Batman and Nitro is. Those rides are open, not all of them, but some. The left side of the park is completely closed, okay, which is fine. But as I said, again, I'm going to keep saying this over and over and over again. In previous years, when I used to go, and I know it's quite a few years, okay, so I am making that abundantly clear, 4 or 5 years ago, it just seemed there was just so much more lighting, decorations, little huts, things to buy, things to eat, things to do. Where this Sunday was like just walking, you know, and seeing some lights, nothing like it used to be. As far as activities, performances, we saw Tweety. I'm sorry, we saw Bugs Bunny and we saw Sylvester. That was it. We saw a, a princess. I don't know if it was a snow princess and a prince. That's it. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I was not happy at all. So as we watching the video in total, for $35 per person to just see these lights. In my opinion, in New Jersey, there's other places where for $15 you can go in and see so much more lights. And most of the lights here, by the way, you can see that there's Christmas trees, quote unquote, being lit up. And like this is a rocking horse. There's not a lot of that. There's a lot lights around trees, but there's not a lot of figures decorated, scenes maybe, where, like I said, PCNG in New Jersey has a huge park where I think it's, like I said, $15-$20 that you pay. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on the exact price, but there's other ones that are done in farms where they have just endless amount of lights and figures and structures. And I think it's worth the money. But this $35 to get in, very expensive food, like as I told you, hot chocolate for $8, and you don't have a lot of choice. By the way, we didn't have the Belgian waffles and the cinnamon buns and all the other stuff, and not a lot of activities going on. I think I'm gonna start or stop short of using the word ripoff. Okay, so I was not happy at all. I've, as I said, I've been a season holder for many years because I live in Jackson. We moved to Jackson when my daughter was 4 years old. So by the time she went to college, or 18 years, that was like 14, 15. Let's just say 14 years of being, season ticket subscribers. Because again, we live 15 minutes away from the park. So every year, throughout the year, we could go on a Thursday night or a Friday night, spend a few hours, do the roller coasters and the rides. There, not a lot of people usually on Thursdays and Fridays. So for us, it was fantastic, right? Year round, and we go back to the Christmas stuff and the Halloween Fright Fest night. So we took advantage of all the activities. All right, and I guess it's not bad if you're a season ticket holder, but for one day pass, and you know what, as a former season ticket holder, I'm upset because I think that the quality and the amount of lights and this and that has regressed. The activities, everything in general, just not happy at all. So I don't know if I'm painting a clear picture of this. You see a lot of Christmas lights on trees, but not a lot of structures. And as I said again, Sunday evening, 5 to 7 o'clock, when we're there, hardly any activities. We saw those two, three ladies singing. We saw an act of two people walking on bottles, balancing themselves. We saw Sylvester. We saw Bugs Bunny, and that was it. That's as far as the activities. There's Bugs Bunny right there, by the way. We're going towards him, take some pictures, right? But there was not much going on other than that. So, in closing, my opinion of this is not worth it. So, I would recommend watch the videos, maybe contact Great Adventure and find out if the activities are going to be, and again, let me pause this video here, okay, and go back to the website. Maybe that's something I should have done. The reason why I didn't do it, as I say, because I was a seasonal ticket holder for a lot of years. So I expected to go there and see all these activities. Okay. Well, guess what? None of this happened. The only thing that I saw, as I said, the Christmas tree happens, it's automated, and you see it changing colors, and there's a narration of different stories, and whoop de doo. And then you have the Candy Lane crew, that's the balancing crew, okay, right here. The balancing crew, jugglers, what have you. So we got to the park 5 o'clock. 5:15 is the show. That's the one we saw. So that was going on. By the same token, if that's happening, then this should be happening too. We didn't see this 6 o'clock thing. I didn't see it happening anywhere. The Jolly Light Show, 6:15, 6:45. Didn't see it. Meet and greet Jack Frost. Don't know. I don't know what that is. You get the idea? Again, you could say, well, maybe you missed it as you were walking through the park. I don't know. I remind you that the park is cut in half. So you don't have as much walking as when the park during the summer is fully operational and open. Okay. So here's the scene. People are looking basically. This is the new Joker ride. We went on that. It's pretty good. You know, we got 3, 4 rides for $35. Um, but you saw the people sitting in front of the Christmas trees. I don't know. See what it says here. Let me see what the sign says here. Hold on. Be mesmerized by the lights and songs of these synchronized trees every half hour beginning 5:15. Okay, so every half hour the trees have a synchronized show. Okay, whatever. Let me fast forward here a little bit. Okay, here's another one. So we saw, oops, a little advertisement there. So we saw this. Oh, let me get back. This is the blue lights. Whoop de doo. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, maybe I'm spoiled because of all the lights that they used to have. I don't know. Did I miss the band? The band. Here's the band. Let's see the band. Okay, so let me pause this. So we saw this setup, but there was no band playing. Show times. Here you go. Show times: 2, 3:30, 4:30, 6:15, 7:15, 6:15. We were in the park. We were in this area. Didn't hear anything. Didn't, because you know what? You can say, well, you missed it because you weren't in the area. We would have heard this because, as I keep saying, see the bus here? We were in this area, this general facility. So if you didn't see it, you can hear the noise. You can rush and catch the show. Okay, didn't see it. Again, please leave a little bit of room for me to be inaccurate just in case. I leave a little bit of leadway and maybe we missed it, but I just didn't see it. Honestly, I mean, we were there for 2 hours. If we miss one activity, you're walking around, you're not being stationary. So if we miss one activity, one event, we would have caught something else. We only saw those three ladies singing, which the performance was very subpar, by the way. Like I said, it looked like they went out and they got some amateur people, brought them to the park, and I would think that Great Adventures standards would be a lot higher than that. Then the two people performing and balancing acts and this and that. Again, is that worth $35? Not to me. It's nothing like it used to be. Overall, thumbs down for me. I did not like it, and I did not appreciate the price tag that came with it. Nothing like it used to be. Maybe you guys can comment below. Maybe your experience is different. I'm just saying that maybe because it was Sunday night at 5 o'clock, not everything was open, not all the activities were going on. But then they should show here on the activity page that you got to go certain times or certain days to catch these things. It doesn't say anything unless I'm missing it. Okay, it doesn't say anything. Anyway, hope you guys like this video. Please do your due diligence before you pay for 1 day pass. If you're a season uh, ticket holder, it's part of your fees, part of your subscription. So you don't pay anything extra. Now, what are your feelings about the show? Again, my feeling is that the quality of the light, the amount of lights, the structures, the events, everything is just much, much below par than it used to be 4 years that I was there. When it first opened up, it was just a lot more spectacular than there is now. The word spectacular does not belong in this show, not for the kind of man. It was very, I would say, more of a local amateur town uh, community event than Great Adventure. That's my take, guys. Hope you like the video. Please share, subscribe, and pass it on so others can make an educated decision. Till the next one, love you guys.